Hi there, welcome back to day 2 of your Lapbook. Today, we're going to be making the All About Bats booklet. So, yesterday, you worked on the front cover. Today, you're going to need these pages. The All About Bats page, it looks like this. The one that's right behind it. And the one that's right behind that. And the rest of these, you're going to put to the side because you don't need them. So you'll need these 3 bat pages. No glue, but you'll need scissors, something to write with, something to color with, and a stapler. Okay, so go get those things and then come back when you're ready. Okay, so we're ready. I am going to take my scissors and my paper. I'm just going to set this to the side because I don't need that right now. I want to cut all of these out along the line. I'm going to cut all the way around. So I'm going to take my scissors, cut. Cut. Don't forget that top part too. Cut. I'm going to set them aside. Once I'm done with them, I'm going to make sure I cut that top off. Then cut down here. And here. And cut the top again and around the edges. Okay, now if you need to catch up, pause it and then unpause it when you're done. Okay, so now I need to line these up. I can tell the order that they need to go in for my book because there's little page numbers here. So that's page number 5. Then there's page number 4 right there. Page number 3. Page number 2. Page number 1. And then this is my cover. So I'm just going to stack it up. If you notice that something looks out of order, go back and check to make sure you have it in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that they're all stacked up, all pushed towards the top. I'm going to take my stapler, and you can staple it right in the middle. You can staple 2 on the sides. It's up to you. You're making a little book. Okay, so all about bats. I'm going to take my crayons. I'm going to color the front. I know that this is green. I know that for me, I think green and purple look really nice together. So I'm going to take my purple and I'm going to color the words. You can make it any color you want. So all and on the camera, it actually looks blue, but I'm using purple. all about bats. I'm going to make my bat black. You can make it brown. You can make it black. It's up to you. Okay. So all about bats. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to read each page. So here's my first page. What are bats? This will give me some information. There are many species of bats all over the world. Over 900 species of bats exist in the world. That means 900 different kinds of bats. Bats are not birds, they are mammals. Bats make a quarter of all the mammal species worldwide. Some bats are small and some are large. 900 different types of bats? And they're not a bird, even though they fly. They're a mammal. That's interesting. Okay, so all I need to do is to draw a picture. So I'm going to take, I'd rather draw in crayon, honestly. That way it saves me a step. This is how I draw a bat. Everyone does it different. Like a little line down, an ear, over, ear, and back down. Make it like that. And then I make a wing and a wing. So you can make your bat look however you want. I'm just going to do a quick drawing of one. Color it in. And I know they have little legs. Not really sure how to draw it, but I'll just do my best. Okay, cute little bat. Easy enough. Maybe I'll make the sky gray because it will be nighttime. Cute. Okay, moving on. If you need to pause it, go ahead and pause it after each one so you can catch up. Okay. Page number 2. Small bats eat night bugs like mosquitoes and moths. Large bats eat fruit found on trees in the rainforest. Other bats eat frogs, fish, scorpions, and plant nectar. One small brown bat can eat up to 1,000 mosquitoes in an hour. Bats are natural pest controllers. Well, that's good information. They eat mosquitoes and moths. I don't know about you, but if I go camping or if I sit outside, I really don't like being bit by mosquitoes. So I would sure like to have a bat around so they can eat mosquitoes. One small brown bat can eat up to 1,000 mosquitoes in an hour. That's pretty impressive. I think I'm going to draw a brown bat. I don't know if I can draw one flying, but I know that I know how to make one like this. And it said a small brown bat, so I'll make it smaller. Make my eyes, the little fangs, the little legs. Color it in lightly. I know mosquitoes are black. And they're really small. So, maybe I can just draw little circles like they're flying around. And then a quick light gray all the way around to make it look like nighttime. Okay. Good information so far. So the next one for page number 3 is behavior. So that's behavior. Bats feed during the night. Bats sleep during the day. That is why bats are called nocturnal. Bats sleep in trees, caves, rock crevices, and buildings. Bats can be found almost anywhere in the world except the polar regions. That's where it's going to be really cold, polar regions, and extreme deserts. That's where it's going to be really hot. Some bats can live up to 30 years. That's a long time. Okay, so they're nocturnal. They're up at night and they sleep during the day. They sleep in trees, caves, and rock crevices. So you can draw a picture from something that you learned here. I think I want to draw a bat in a cave. A bat in a cave. Okay. Maybe my cave will look like this. And then I know I can draw a bat upside down. Head, ears. And then something like this. I know that they fold their arms over their bodies when they sleep upside down. So there we go. Taking a little snooze. So here's my deep dark cave. It's my bat. Living up to 30 years. That's a long time. I think I'll take my grade and I'll do the night sky again. You notice when I do the sky, it's not perfect. It's just quick and easy. And here too, quick and easy. There we go. Okay, I'm going to turn to the next page. Or to pause it if you need to. Page number 4 says bat senses. Bats have very good hearing. Bats make sounds that echo off of objects in front of them. These sounds help the bats find their way in the dark. Bats can also see. Bats are not blind. So it's called echolocation. So they make sounds and it echoes off the objects in front of them so they could see how close they are to something. Like if you think about if you put your hand, if you close your eyes and you put your hand right in front of your face and then you talk really loudly, you can tell that something's right in front of your face because of the sound that it makes and the sound is bouncing back towards you. Or if your hand, I just did it right now, it's really close to my face. Or if you put your hand farther away from your face, you don't hear that echo when you're talking loudly. So they're going to use echolocation so they can find out how close things are in front of them. Some people have thought that bats are blind, but they're not. It's just that they fly around in the dark, so they need to know where they're at. So I think, once again, Mrs. Wilkins only knows how to draw one type of bat that's facing forward. You may know how to do something else. My bat is kind of cartoonish, and that's okay. Okay, and then I'm going to do, these are like the sound. Oh, I hope that didn't pause on you. Okay, my computer just froze for a second. This is like the sound that's coming out of their mouth, so that way they can find out how close they are to something. So I'm going to go through and do a quick, very quick color. Okay, gray again for the night sky. And I'm not doing it perfectly. I'm even coloring right over those echo sounds. I'm even coloring over part of the leg. You would never know because the gray blends right in with the black. That way it just fills in quickly. And it still looks nice. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Cute little bat. Okay, last page. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to lift it up and even put it behind. So page number 5, baby bats. Bats have baby bats. Baby bats are called pups. Bats usually have one pup at a time, but sometimes they will have twins. Some species of baby bats grow up and are flying and hunting on their own within 1 month of birth. Pups hang onto the mother's stomach until they can fly. Can you believe that? Being 1 month old and taking care of yourself, flying and hunting on their own. I can't imagine that. That's pretty quick. Okay, and they're called pups. Are they puppies like dogs? No, but they call them baby bats. They call them pups. Okay, so they usually have one baby bat at a time, or pups. Sometimes they have twins. So I think I'll make a mom and a little baby. Okay, quick night sky again. And pro tip, use the side of your crayon instead of the tip. When you're using the tip, you get small little teeny lines like that. But when you use the side, you can cover a lot of the area very quickly by just going back and forth with the side. Should have said that on page 1. That might have been helpful, but I'm sure you already knew. Okay, so now I'm done with page 5. I'm actually done with the book. I'm going to go back here, all about bats. And I think that I'm just going to do very quickly purple on the words. I'm going to find my same purple from earlier. That way it makes it flow really nice and it will all be colored in. It will only take me a couple of minutes because the words are so small. I'm basically just tracing the letters. So it takes just a little bit more time to make it look a whole lot better. Like how much better does that look than leaving it blank? And on Friday, when you do your flip grid and you show me this, I can't wait to see how it turned out and what color combinations you did, or maybe you did the same colors as me. Last one. So I hope you learned something new about bats today. So I learned quite a few things, okay? Some big takeaways from each page. We're at 900 species of bats in the world. That's a lot. They can eat up to 1,000 mosquitoes in an hour. That's helpful. They feed during the night and they sleep during the day. And they can live up to 30 years. That's a long time. And they use echolocation. And they have baby bats, and they're called pups. And most of the times the moms have one baby, sometimes twins. Okay, so I'm going to take this booklet and I need to get it into my Lapbook. So I'm going to open up. Oh, sorry, I said you didn't need glue. That was not true. You do. Okay, so I'm going to put it on my inside flap. Okay, I'm going to take my glue. And I usually say just a dot, not a lot, which is true. But make your dots a little bit bigger this time because it's holding 5 pieces of paper on there. And I think I'll put 2 in the middle too. So top, middle, and bottom. Then I'm going to flip it over. Flip it over and get it in there. So you should hold it down to really make sure it gets a good stick in there. Make sure it's on the flap and not in the crack, because then you're going to have a hard time folding it. Okay, so leave this out to dry. Hang on to your other bat and spider papers because we'll come back tomorrow to do the other side. Okay, thanks for watching.